Purple flare. When the iPhone 5 just came out in 2012, people started noticing a weird purple flare showing up in photos, and this only happened when bright light hit the camera lens. It could be sunlight, stage lights, or even your lamp, and it didn't matter. Apple called it normal behavior, but no one was buying it. They even had the nerve to tell their customers to just adjust the camera angle when shooting. But that didn't help much. Although this didn't make the company bankrupt like another phone on this list, it did crack Apple's image of perfection. It wasn't their first failure, and it certainly wouldn't be their last. X-ray filter. Back in 2020, OnePlus released their 8 Pro that had a color filter to make taking photos more interesting. And it definitely was interesting, but in a different way. Because under certain lighting, the sensor could partially see through thin plastics and fabrics. In other words, this gave you partial X-ray vision like Superman. Videos went viral online, showing outlines behind clothing, and privacy concerns exploded overnight. OnePlus rushed to disable this through software updates, but it was too late. The damage was already done. Green tint. The same year, 2020, OnePlus messed up again, and this time on their Nord phones. They promised flagship quality at a lower price, but something was wrong with the display. Turns out that at lower brightness levels, especially in dark mode, the OLED panel showed an uneven green tint. This made blacks look muddy and grays look sickly. And watching videos or scrolling at night felt gross. OnePlus blamed OLED panel inconsistency and rolled out software updates. Some phones improved, but others stayed the same. Customers were frustrated, but apparently it takes a lot more to break a company. They didn't go bankrupt, but they did lose trust. Soli Radar. The Pixel 4 launched in 2019 with Soli Radar, and it was a big deal. This was the future of gesture controls, being able to detect hand gestures to control music, silence alarms, or wake the phone before you touched it. It sounded futuristic, but in reality it barely worked. Gestures were unreliable and often slower than just tapping the screen. The worst part was that Soli wasn't supported in many countries due to regulatory issues, and within a few years Google quietly abandoned the technology. Accidental touches. In 2013, Samsung made the first commercial curved smartphone, and a year later the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge was born. This was cutting edge with a curved screen wrapped around the side. You could see notifications, shortcuts, and widgets. And during the keynote at IFA, everyone was impressed. But when people actually started buying and using the phone, that's where the problem started. Accidental touches, missed grips, and awkward handling. People triggered actions just by holding the phone normally. Samsung rolled out accidental touch protection in display settings, which helped. And by adjusting touch sensitivity, you could stop accidental touches. This wasn't a total failure, and Samsung eventually refined curved displays. Identity crisis. The Samsung Galaxy Beam was the first widely known projector phone to launch commercially in 2010, and the concept was cool. You have a phone with a built-in projector, but nobody asked for this. It was dim, drained the battery quickly, and came with weak internal specs. The Beam tried to be the jack-of-all-trades of phones, but didn't get anything right. It was bulky, underpowered, and compromised everywhere else just to support the projector. It's surprising that Samsung tried again in 2012 with a refreshed version, but it failed just as hard. And the only people who want this phone are niche collectors. Rotating Gimmick. The LG Wing was the phone that grabbed your attention instantly in 2020, and that's because of its unique rotating screen design. Once you rotated, it revealed a second display underneath. So, in theory, you could play Subway Surfers while texting your mom. This could have been the brain rot of phones. But there's a big problem. Most apps weren't optimized for the layout. On top of that, it was heavy, fragile, and expensive, with a price of around $999. But the chaos wasn't over. LG later announced it was exiting the smartphone business altogether. It looks like they're the ones who actually flew away, because their LG Wing couldn't. Waterproof lies. In 2013, Sony showed ads of their Xperia Z submerged in water. Any reasonable person would think this meant the phone was waterproof. But whenever someone exposed their phone to water, it didn't do too well. But the worst part wasn't even that, it was the fact that Sony denied warranty claims, saying the phone was only water resistant under specific conditions. They completely backtracked on what their ads were showing. Naturally, they were faced with a major class action lawsuit that was eventually settled in 2017. Vaporware Delay. You could have conceived and birthed a baby by the time Motorola finally released its Droid Bionic in 2011 after so many delays. They just kept teasing the Bionic for months, and leaks kept hyping up this phone. And when it was finally in stores, people ended up disappointed. Competitors already released newer and better phones, and customers didn't want to wait any longer. But those who did buy the Bionic faced problems that shouldn't have happened. There were connectivity issues that either dropped you from 4G LTE to 3G, or just lost data altogether until you rebooted. And software glitches were plentiful, with slowdowns and freezing after updates like Jelly Bean. Maybe the Droid Bionic could have been a success, but timing matters, and not enough people cared by the time it was finally out. Bankruptcy. In 2013, the Yoda phone launched with one of the most creative ideas of its time. It had a second screen on the bank that was an e-ink display. There you could read notifications, books, and messages without having to light up the main screen. The theory was to save battery, but in real-world use the battery optimization was poor. No matter how you look at it, the phone still has to power two screens even if one draws less power, and switching between both hurts performance. But somehow they managed to have two successors, launching the Yoda Phone 2 in 2013 and the Yoda Phone 3 in 2017. But history repeated itself, and both models had major issues. They burned through cash and had bad supplier contracts they couldn't escape, which caused their downfall. The Yoda phone didn't just fail as a product, it took the entire company down with it, going bankrupt in 2019. Autofocus failure. Back in 2020, Samsung launched its most expensive phone ever, the Galaxy S20 Ultra, priced at around $1,400. Expectations were huge, especially for the camera, but people quickly realized something was wrong. The huge camera sensor struggled to lock focus, especially at close range. Photos came out blurry, videos constantly searched for focus, and customers were annoyed. A quick fix was tapping the back of your phone or switching modes, but that was only temporary. Thankfully, Samsung issued a software update, and then another, and then another. This helped, but the issue never fully disappeared. And for a phone that was marketed almost entirely on camera performance, this was quite ironic. Fingerprint Disaster. 2021 was the year Google completely reinvented the Pixel line with the Pixel 6. It had a new design, a new tensor chip, and a new under-display fingerprint scanner. But Google quickly realized they also made a new problem. The sensor became the most complained about feature. Using it was slow and unreliable. Dry fingers, cold weather, or bright light caused issues, and people often had to try multiple times just to unlock their phones. It was faster to just use a passcode at this point, so Google released some updates that improved performance, slightly. Hot phone. After years of declining market share, HTC needed a win, and in 2015 they thought they had it in the bag with their One M9. It was definitely hot, but for all the wrong reasons. This phone was famous for one thing: heat. The Snapdragon 810 chip caused severe overheating, and this wasn't just any hot, it was uncomfortable to hold type of hot. Performance suffered, benchmarks dropped, and battery life drained quickly. HTC acknowledged the issue but couldn't fully fix it. Reviewers were focused on temperature warnings rather than the phone itself, and it ended up earning its well-deserved nickname Hot Phone. HTC never fully recovered from this, and a year later they lost even more market share to less than 1% globally. Clickable Screen. BlackBerry was once the king of keyboards, but in 2008 that all changed with the release of the BlackBerry Storm. They were trying to compete with Apple, but instead of copying the smooth touchscreen, they tried to reinvent it. Not only was this their first try at making a touchscreen phone, but they also made their screen clickable. This felt like a disaster from the start. Basically, the screen was a giant trackpad. This caused gestures to lag, accuracy to suffer, and typing to feel slow. The typing was so bad that it made people question why they got rid of the keyboard in the first place. And this quickly caused their decline as the industry leader to become just a memory. Bendgate. 2014 is the year Apple pushed thin phones to the next level with their iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. These phones were sleek, light, and an instant hit, but reports started coming in that they were bending in pockets. Social media went crazy with pictures of curved iPhones. Stress tests and videos spread fast, and this turned into a whole scandal. Bendgate. Apple responded by downplaying it, saying it was rare and only happened in a small number of cases. But the internet had already decided. Even with all of that, it still became the best-selling iPhone of all time, with over 220 million units sold. Holographic scam. In 2018, a famous cinema camera company, Red, released their first and only smartphone, the Hydrogen One. And they marketed this as a holographic smartphone, which felt believable, being that it's Red we're talking about. The Hydrogen One promised a revolutionary display, cinematic visuals, and a whole ecosystem of future attachments. But what people really got was unfinished. The holographic effect looked dim and blurry, and many people said it caused eye strain or headaches. The phone was bulky, heavy, and slow for the premium price. The worst part was that they promised accessories and camera modules that never truly arrived the way people expected. Red overpromised and underdelivered. Maybe this time they'll stay in their lane. Folding disaster. Samsung is usually one of the companies that's at the forefront of tech, and in 2019 they released their first foldable phone, the Galaxy Fold. They wanted to prove that folding phones were ready, but they proved the opposite. Review units started breaking within days. Screens cracked, hinges jammed, and dirt got inside. Some reviewers even peeled off the top layer because it looked like a screen protector, not realizing it was part of the display itself. And this caused massive backlash. So Samsung delayed the launch, recalled the review units, and got back to the drawing board. They redesigned parts, and when the phone officially launched, they survived. This was embarrassing for Samsung, but at least they didn't hurt anyone. At least, not yet. Market collapse. In 2014, Amazon released the Fire Phone in an attempt to recreate Apple's ecosystem success. They thought the Amazon ecosystem would be better, and it was anything but that. The Fire Phone was packed with Amazon services, featured gimmicky 3D effects, and pushed shopping constantly. And the truth was that people just didn't want this. The phone was expensive and had weak app support, so there was no reason to choose this over iPhone or Android flagships. This caused sales to be terrible, and Amazon quickly slashed pricing, but that didn't matter. Inventory piled up, and the only thing Amazon had to show for was a massive write-off of around $170 million. Antennagate. Back in 2010, the iPhone 4 launched with a new sharp design, but it had one major flaw. If you held the phone in a certain way, the signal dropped. It turns out that the external antenna design could be blocked by your hand. This caused poor reception and dropped calls, and Apple made it worse by denying it and suggesting people were just holding their phone wrong. This only made the scandal worse. Eventually, Steve Jobs held a press conference, apologized, and offered free bumper cases to reduce the issue. Despite Antennagate, the iPhone 4 still sold incredibly well. Battery explosions. 2016 was not a good year for Samsung, and that's because of the release of the Galaxy Note 7. The Notes were usually well-liked and were known as the ultimate flagships with a massive screen, premium design, and powerful features. But this phone quickly turned into a global emergency. Reports came in of the phone overheating, smoking, and exploding. Some caught fire while charging, some burned furniture, and the stories piled up and went viral. Samsung issued a recall, but replacement units also failed. That's when the scandal turned into chaos. Airlines banned the device. Airports displayed warnings. Stores refused returns. Samsung had to stop production completely and cancel the phone permanently. Factories shut down. Billions were lost. And the damage to trust was massive. The Note 7 became the undisputed king of smartphone fails, and it's one for the history books.